Relax. Can y'all temper your expectations? Because I don't think your team can handle it. I'm not sure the Lions can handle the expectations that happen to be good, because I don't think they're capable of being that good.
I don't care if niggas is shooting, it's all about the clap back. Get your boss whack, Premier's funeral on Snapchat. You now tuned into the bad guy, Mad Fly.
All right, look. I got two teams to talk about that have different kinds of expectations, but they're in the same boat. You see, you got the 49ers who are expected to win a Super Bowl. And then you got Detroit, who's expected to actually be something. What I mean by that is second round of the playoffs, third round of the playoffs, perhaps a Super Bowl. The Lions officially have expectations. You know, something good teams normally have, not poverty teams. Like, you know, they've been a poverty franchise for so long. I don't even know if they could spell expectations, let alone live up to them. But we're going to talk about that. You know, before I shit on Shanahan and Purdy, all right, let's just get Detroit out the way. Now, here's my thing with Detroit. Here's my thing with Detroit. You got Caleb Williams, who's supposed to be the next big thing. Caleb Williams is literally wearing Peyton Manning number, for crying out loud. He's supposed to be that dude, okay? And he got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen. He got Rome Odunze out there. Like, Caleb Williams got some guns out there. Like, Caleb Williams wants all smoke right now, right? Minnesota just drafted J.J. McCarthy, who allegedly would have been the number one pick in next year's draft had he stayed in college and started winging the football around, okay? So Minnesota believes they got the 2025 number one overall pick at quarterback on their roster right now. And he's got Jordan Addison. He's got Justin Jefferson, right? Then Green Bay just paid Jordan Love a buttload of money off one playoff win. And that was a special playoff win because he broke the spirit of Cowboy fans. Cowboy fans ain't been the same since. My man Jordan Love ripped the heart. He ripped the pride. He ripped the joy out of Cowboy fans' chest. I love Jordan Love for that. And you got the infrastructure, the consistency, the legacy of Green Bay. They're just always good. You feel me? 30 years in running, Green Bay been good. And then I look at Detroit, and I say to myself, if Jordan Love gets better, is Jared Goff better than him? No. If Caleb Williams is that nigga, is Jared Goff better than him? No. If J.J. McCarthy lives up to expectations, and he's even Alex Smith, let's just say he is Alex Smith, is Jared Goff that much better than a prime Alex Smith? No. Because technically speaking, if J.J. McCarthy lives up to his potential, he's Alex Smith. He's Jared Goff. So at worst, if all three quarterbacks in the North live up to expectations, the best Detroit has is the third or fourth best quarterback in the division. Is that good enough to make the playoffs? Is that good enough to go to a Super Bowl? I ain't even bring up Jalen Hurts and Dak. I ain't even bring up all of that shit. I'll just talk about the North. I ain't even bring up Purdy and Kyler in the West. I'll just talk about the North. So what I'm saying is, Lions fans, are you sure Aiden Hutchinson is like that? Are you sure that defense is going to be good enough to contain these quarterbacks? Are you sure Jared Goff is going to be consistent enough to have two straight back-to-back good seasons that get you where you want to go? I know you got Amon-Ra St. Brown. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I know Jameson Williams is looking good. I get it. I know you went and signed a little running back from Philly. I get it. But at the end of the day, Lions fans, relax. Can y'all temper your expectations? Because I don't think your team can handle it. I'm not sure the Lions can handle the expectations that happen to be good, because I don't think they're capable of being that good. There's a reason Sean McVay got rid of Jared Goff. I'm just saying, I just look at this situation with the Lions and I see a 500 football team. I see a 500 football team in Detroit. And are we sure that's good enough to A, make the playoffs? And are we sure that's good enough to B, win the division? Because if Jordan Love goes up a step, Jared Goff isn't going to cut it. If Caleb Williams, if he's CJ Stroud out the box like he's being projected to be, your boy not going to cut it. And then the Bears have like the best defensive football the last month of the season or something crazy like that? So what I'm trying to tell Bears fans, I was trying to be nice when I said this to the Lions, all right? What I'm trying to tell Bears fans is y'all might actually have the best quarterback in the division for the first time ever. What I'm trying to tell Packer fans is y'all might legit be ready to have a 30-year dynasty at quarterback. And what I'm trying to tell you Lions fans is this. If those two things happen, you're fucked. If just one of those things happen, you're fucked. Because guess what? That NFC East got some monsters in it. That NFC West got a monster in it. Maybe two. And in the NFC South, here's the problem with the NFC South. Their low-level teams are all going to have the same record as you. The Saints, the Falcons, the Bucks. They're all going to hover between 7 and 10 wins, just like you. And I'm not sure you're better than the Bucks, even though you beat them in a playoff game. Are we sure they're better than Kirk Cousins' Falcons with all the weapons he got out there? So when we talk about the wild card, Detroit, if you can't beat out these two little light-skinned niggas for the division, are we sure you can win a playoff wild card spot? I'm just saying, Detroit, it gets a little grim when you really think about the worst case scenario for your team. And I ain't gonna talk about Dan Campbell not being the smartest of the, he ain't the brightest of the bunch. So I just want to put out a warning for Detroit fans. Just putting out a warning, just putting out a disclaimer. Temper your expectations just a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Temper your expectations just a little bit. Now, as far as the 49ers go, here's my thing with the 49ers. At what point do you quit? I saw Cowboy fans give up. Cowboy fans ain't even showing up to training camp. Cowboy fans are broken. They have given up hope on them bum-ass Cowboys. They really not them boys right now. At what point do you sit back and say, my team isn't good enough? You had the best roster in football. You were completely healthy, and you still lost to Mahomes. And Mahomes had the worst supporting cast of his career, and you still couldn't beat Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. You were gift wrapped to the Super Bowl last year. You were gift wrapped to the Super Bowl because Dan Campbell is an idiot. So you were gift wrapped to a trip to the Super Bowl. And then you go to the Super Bowl. You got Christian McCaffrey healthy. Kittle was healthy. Ayuk, Debo, Bosa. Everybody's healthy. And you still couldn't close the deal. So I'm just like, at what point, if you're the 49er fan, do you just give up? Kyle Shanahan is not a Super Bowl winning coach. Kyle Shanahan is a failure, a choke artist, an embarrassment to the profession. This dude had a 25-point lead in the third quarter versus Tom Brady, and he lost. He had a 2-possession lead in the fourth quarter versus Mahomes 4 years ago, he lost. He had a 2-possession lead in the fourth quarter of last year's Super Bowl, and he lost. He is an habitual gag artist. He choked better than an OnlyFans model. I ain't gonna lie to you. This dude, he take all the dick in the fourth quarter. I mean, that motherfucker could deep throw the whole cucumber in the fourth quarter. He is an habitual choker. You can't win with that guy. I'm a Yankee fan. I know we can't win with Aaron Boone. I know we cannot win with Aaron Boone. My Yankees will never win with Aaron Boone. I've accepted that. I need 49er fans to accept you're never going to win with Kyle Shanahan. You're going to have to fire Kyle Shanahan. He's not going to win. Remember when the Chargers about 15, 20 years ago? Damn, I'm getting old. This is like 20 years ago. Damn. This was like 20 years ago, wasn't it? When LaDainian Tomlinson fumbled versus the Patriots and they fired Schottenheimer. Schottenheimer was winning like 13 games a season and they fired him because they got tired of him losing in the playoffs. That might be what the 49ers got to do. The 49ers might legit have to fire Shanahan and get a coach that know what he's doing. Maybe I should fire Shanahan and hire Belichick. I don't know. But I'm telling you, Shanahan is not going to get you over the hump. It's Groundhog Day. It's rinse and repeat. It's the same shit over and over and over and over again. At what point, 49er fans, are you going to get sick of this dude blowing Super Bowls for you? At what point, 49er fans, is your roster not going to be this good? Because you're going to have to pay Brock Purdy. See, y'all been getting away with these cheap-ass quarterbacks for years now. When you got to pay Brock Purdy and that roster don't look the way it look, you're really going to be in trouble because Brock Purdy really not like that. So the future is grim for 49er fans when you just really just think about it. Use your head. Whatever, though. Ain't no love lost over here. I piss on y'all feelings. I freeze your tears and save them for later. Okay? I love seeing 49er fans miserable. Y'all make me sick. I'm still mad about what y'all did to me in my comment section like 5 years ago when Jimmy G beat Drew Brees in New Orleans. I ain't forget. I'm still mad. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Hit the like button. Hit the sub button. Drop FUs in the comments if you rockin' with me. And stay vicious. Dismissed.